Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your Daily Tarotscope for December 3rd, 2019, and this is a little bit late, but I was amazed at how much so many people are in sync with what I have said leading up to 2020. And by the way, if you have not already, go ahead and check out Infinite Waters. It is a channel on YouTube by Ralph Smart. I just watched his 2020 prediction, and it was so in sync with what we've been saying for the longest time about if you are moving backwards or forwards in your life and moving into this new destined space in your life. So this is a big year that we are moving into. And the question is, are you going to move backwards or forwards? And something big that I had resonated with in his video was when he was talking about this year being a year of closure and a year of vision, of seeing through the lies, of the truth being exposed, right? This big shift of where people are becoming more aware of what is really going on behind the scenes. And it's interesting that I had pulled this card earlier, which is so in sync with what he was saying, right? The Justice card, which is about this closure, which is about finding the truth, finding the outcome. And so it is a big moment of closure for a lot of you, especially as you are moving into the next year of 2020. That is about this finding of closure, of finding justice, of completion, of finding the answers in your life. And there is something here that is actually about trusting in the process, because anytime you go to court, it is a process that you have to go through, right? And so this is something big about trusting in the process, which we talked a lot about at the beginning of this year with this North Node in Cancer, that it is about trusting in the process. And so this justice, this closure that you're looking for, this outcome in your life is about going through the process of life and trusting in what Spirit has for you, trusting in where you are headed destiny-wise. And we talked a lot about this with the solar eclipse, that there is something to say about trusting in your intuition and moving forward even though you can't necessarily see what the outcome will look like, because your intuition is guiding you. A lot of you, your spirit guides are here guiding you through the process, which again, this justice is a process that you are going through. And I have to say that Dolo, the pilot man, an awesome astrologer, had made a post the other day that was saying that a lot of these astrologers out there are talking about how Jupiter in Capricorn, like it is something that's better than Jupiter in Sag. And he talked a lot about how Jupiter in Capricorn is in its fall, in its weakest position. And this is something that we had talked about also on this channel, that Jupiter in Capricorn is at its weakest. And so this shift from Jupiter in Sag and its home to Jupiter in Capricorn is not an easy shift. And a lot of you are probably feeling this Jupiter in Capricorn at the moment. We are in this Jupiter in Capricorn transit that will go until 2020. And so this is big. This is moving us into the new year, into 2020. where Jupiter is in a very restricted place, right? Which is why Jupiter is weak here, because Jupiter wants to grow, to expand, to open doorways, to bring in faith and opportunity and possibilities. And Capricorn is here to restrict it, to put the boundaries and the limitations on it, because there is something to say about how Jupiter in Capricorn is about doing the work, is about the discipline, is about the commitment. And so moving forward from now into 2020, it is about what work, what effort, what discipline, what consistency are you putting into your destiny, into your goals in your life. And we talked about this with it being the year of the rat. Right, as we move into 2020, we will be moving out of the year of the pig and into the year of the rat, which there's something about how the rat has to be resourceful and has to be very clever about the way that it utilizes its resources, right? It has to be very clever-minded, it has to be very quick and very precise. So it is important, and it resonates so much with this Jupiter in Capricorn, as every Jupiter in Capricorn year is the year of the rat. That is about using those limited resources. It is about making smart decisions. It is about being wise and having that introspection to know, right? There's something about this internal knowing, about seeing and being able to utilize the resources. And this makes a lot of sense if we think about the sign of Capricorn, right? It is a sign that shifts us into the winter season. It is a sign that begins the winter season, which is a season of death. It is a season of these limited resources, of this desolate time, of utilizing those limited resources in your environment. And Capricorn is a cardinal sign. It is of cardinal earth, of initiating in this practical action in your life. And so it does take physical action, it does take work, it does take discipline, it does take being practical and being able to make these smart decisions and utilize these limited resources that you have as you're moving forward. And so this Jupiter in Capricorn is big, as it is opening up doorways through the work and through the consistency that you are doing. So yes, this is a lot more difficult, a lot more challenging than Jupiter in Sagittarius was. Jupiter in Sag was about the vision, about the quest, the journey of accepting these doorways in your life to open. But as Jupiter's in Capricorn, these doorways are not opening for you. It's about the work, it's about the consistency, it's about the effort that you put into opening up these doorways yourself, into utilizing the resources that you have to create something big in your life, to open up these big opportunities and these big doorways through Jupiter. And we talked about how this solar eclipse in Capricorn is a big moment to start this new journey, to start this new quest moving forward, about how it is blacking out the sun, of not being able to see these opportunities, these outcomes moving forward, but you can intuitively feel into it. And you are being given the resources, you are being given what you need by spirit, by your guides, as you're on this journey moving forward. And so it is testing your faith, it is asking you to trust and to be faithful and to continue to utilize these resources on your journey to this beautiful doorway. But again, there's something about how Capricorn is a cardinal earth sign, of starting this quest by doing it through physical, practical means. And so it does require your work, your time, your effort to put into this thing. And it's something that in the metaphysical community I've seen people talk about all year, about how this hoping, this wishing, this intention setting is great if you are willing to do the work. And this Jupiter in Capricorn is a big moment that is highlighting that of, are you doing the work to open the doorways for you in your life? And that will take us into 2020. So 2020 will be very difficult and challenging for you if you are not willing to do the work, if you are not willing to put the time and the effort in and to make the changes that are necessary in your life. However, 2020 will be a big year for you if you are willing to do what is necessary to move forward on this journey. So that is your December 3rd, 2019 Tarotscope. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any new content. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.